Hi, welcome to the lesson for Stairway Technique 2B. And grab your music sheet, okay, and we'll get started in a second. Okay, so you got your music sheet, Stairway Technique 2B. This particular lesson is a follow-up to the preceding tutorial, Stairway Technique. So if you remember, so this is basically the second half of that strumming break in the middle section of the song Stairway to Heaven. So if you remember the first lesson, which was entitled Stairway Technique, the strum pattern was, and this second part is this part right here that goes, okay. So what this basically is if you read on your paper, you see the 1, 2, 3s, etc. This is your strum. So you're strumming in triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's your meter. So we were playing in 4/4 time, current time. So what you're doing is you're doing your triplets over the 4/4 meter. So that's basically what it is. This is a really popular strumming break. Once again, this is not used throughout the song. So you don't want to make a song using this strum. It's just basically used for like a little section or a break to emphasize something. Now, I see in the middle there you get D, D, U, U, D, etc. going across. That's your strum. Okay. Now, what might help is that if you think of this particular strum in threes, alternating threes. So, in other words, if you think in triplets but alternating, for instance, if you watch my hands, you'll see how it alternates. So watch really closely. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? You see how it alternated? Watch one more time. Watch how it alternates, okay? The threes are alternating. I mean, it means the 1 always starts with a new hand, either left or right. Once again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Did you notice that? If not, you need to back it up, watch one more time. So basically the idea that you try and understand is that this triplet feel is like alternating the rhythm. Also, it's kind of like the preceding tutorial when we talked about skipping. Remember that? The feeling of skipping. Maybe you're at the park or skipping down the sidewalk or skipping somewhere. The same feeling, but so the feeling of the strum is like the feeling that you're skipping. And if you want a little bit more info on that, you can probably refer back to the previous tutorial where we talk about skipping. Now, if it helps you, you want to count in threes, okay? That's going to be relatively fast, but if you count in threes, it's basically 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's relatively fast, but you can slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, but that's the feeling you want to get. You want to put in the triplet 1, 2, 3 feeling in one beat. Okay. Let's move on down. You see at the bottom of the page, you see star indicates your strongest strum. So underneath those strums, like the first downbeat has a star. You go down to under the U or the up strum, you got another star. These stars are your strongest accent. Okay? Okay. So that's why when you're strumming, those stars indicate this strum here. Now keep in mind, what's really throwing this off and making this confusing is that your left hand is doing this. So you got all this going down, a complicated strum of triplets, plus this left hand added in, and then it just gets really hard to understand. So let's break it down. So if we go slow, the strum is down, down, up. Now the first down is a hard strum, so it's like that. The next down strum is more like that. The up is a hard strum. Up coming back. The second up is a softer strum. The next you have a down is with a star, meaning louder. The next you have a down is softer. and then etc. You go on like that. Okay. So basically that's what it is. So it's down, 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 down. You see how you notice how like the stars under the strum is more accented. So that's what you're doing. And if you look really closely, notice how they're alternating. See, you see a star for a D, move on down, next star is a U, move on down, next star is a D, next is a U, next is a D. See how it's alternating? Remember we talked about this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's basically what you want to think about, what you want to do, and what you want to feel. So the strum is basically going like this. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down. Okay? So basically you should have between every one, you should have a DU, 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 DU. You should always have that. If you don't see the D or the U, it's there, it's just not hitting the string. Okay, so in other words, if you don't see a D in between two U's, that's because that down strum is not hitting any string. Okay, so it looks like that. You notice my hand went down twice, but there was only one down. There's only one down strum that hit it. Watch again. Oh, I just played D. See, I did this twice, right? I did this twice, 2 down strums. But the second time I didn't touch the strings. But coming back up, I'm going to touch it. So that's what that is. So once again, if you can think about it this way, what you want to do maybe is write out on a scratch piece of paper or on this music sheet. Just write this out: D U D U D U. So down up, down up, down up, down up. Your strum should be doing that. But you notice there's some spaces where you're missing something. Like in other words, you're missing a U in between some D's. You're missing a D in between some U's. Well, they're there, but then we're not strumming the strings on that particular strum. Okay, so we're only hitting the strings where you see. And if it has a star, that means you strum harder. If it doesn't have a star, you strum softer. And that's basically what it is. Okay, so if we were to do it again, it'd look like this. Loud, I'm doing the bottom line D with the star. So this is loud, the next one's soft, then loud, and then soft, then loud, and then soft, and then loud, and then soft, and then loud, and soft, and then loud, and then soft, and then down, down. So the stars are loud, and then the no star underneath the strum means it's quieter. And basically, that's this. So when I'm doing this, okay, the loud strums you can hear it out, and then there's like a softer strum. And that's basically what that is. Okay, so back up this tutorial. I think it would really help if you just wrote it out. D, U, D, U, D, U, so down, up, D, U, D. Just write out a whole bunch of those and put in the pattern, the strum pattern underneath those, okay? So as once again, you can see some are missing a U in between. But you should, in essence, you should have a down, up everywhere. But the thing is this, these are the strums that you strum on only for this particular pattern. Okay, so that's what the key is. Okay, I know that might have sounded a little difficult, so back it up and listen to it as many times as you need to, and you'll find that the more you listen to something, that the more you're going to understand it. Sometimes it takes multiple times and a whole bunch of times of just listening to it, and finally it tends to just sink in after that. Okay, so when you're ready and comfortable and ready to move on to the next lesson, we shall see you then.